How do you do? For many people, that's not a question they like to be asked. For others, it's a question that they really can't answer because so much of their lives is out of their own control. Such was the case for the two people in our story. They came to America after experiencing revolution in their own country, but reaching the land of promise didn't promise anything but culture clash and never quite feeling at home. But over time, they would come to dwell in the place of the Most High, because their hearts and minds and very lives were unshackled.
Jilla, I will ask you again. Does your father communicate with his old friends from the Shah's regime? Is he still a communist?
He has not been political since the revolution, Captain. He is loyal to the Ayatollah.
Is he a good Muslim?
I have always thought he was a good Muslim, Captain.
Enough. Guards, take her to be punished. 20 lashes.
But I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything!
Take her away.
No!
Proclaiming the good news, this is Unshackled, true life stories of real people dramatized and produced in Chicago by Pacific Garden Mission. They don't have much to be thankful for, a handout here, a place to sleep there. But when the homeless come to Pacific Garden Mission, they have something to shout about, and giving praise comes naturally. Since 1877, the old lighthouse in Chicago has been a refuge to those living on the streets, there to rescue the perishing. And untold numbers of souls have been rescued, thanks to financial gifts that help keep the doors open day and night. Thanks to this audio program, millions more every day hear about the way that brings peace, the way out of darkness, and the truth shall make you free, which is what this program is all about. Now, for broadcast around the earth, here is episode number 3889 in the series Unshackled, the program that makes you face yourself and think. Behold, the dilemma for the couple in our story: stay with family, but live under a brutal regime, or venture out to a land unknown that yet may reject you. This is the first of a two-part story of how they chose and why and where that decision led. The true testimonies of Mahmoud and Jilla, right now on Unshackled.
It's funny to think that Jilla and I were born and raised in the same city.
Tehran, the capital of Iran.
And the center of the Iranian Revolution.
We lived there, but we never met while we were growing up.
Tehran was a big city, and there was a lot to keep us busy.
About the only thing that we had in common was that our families were not religious. Of course, we were Muslim.
But our families were not devout. In fact, even when there was prohibition on alcohol, my father made his own liquor.
It wasn't safe, and it was dangerous to drink.
Not just because the authorities might find out. It really was dangerous to drink. People went blind drinking homemade alcohol.
We would each visit the mosque more out of respect for our families than any kind of piety.
But it never meant much to me. The prayers we learned were all Arabic, and we all spoke Farsi.
So he never knew what he was saying.
Gilles' family was more dysfunctional than mine.
My father was angry most of the time. He was a communist before the revolution. Then he became bitter and took it out on his family.
How dare you talk to me so disrespectfully? I will not tolerate it.
I didn't mean to upset you, Baba. I did not know that the baklava was for you. I was hungry. I will make you some more.
I do not want your baklava. You don't know how to make baklava.
I will make you baklava then. Please do not shout at our daughter. You're scaring the girl.
Jilla means someone who is sweet. Does someone who is sweet eat the last piece of baklava?
No, Baba.
No, Baba.
She did not know, Nasir.
She did not know. And I have no baklava.
I will make you some. Or I will go to the bazaar and get you some. You'll always like theirs.
I don't want any baklava anymore.
He was a hard man. The groups that he belonged to were now illegal, and there were probably people watching him constantly, waiting for him to make a mistake.
They were probably watching you, too.
What happened next makes me believe that is true. I haven't been to a real birthday party since before the revolution.
You should find a boy and dance with him. We are at the marrying age, Jilla. Maybe we can find a husband here.
I am not looking for a husband yet. I think I want to be.
This party is over. Turn off that music. You must all come with me. You are under arrest.
But, sir, there is no alcohol or smoking taking place.
Who is the host of this party?
I am. What is the problem? There is nothing happening here that is against the laws.
You know, the laws prohibit gatherings of boys and girls. So, again, you will all come with me. We know who you are, Jilla, and we know who your father is. You don't need to keep lying to protect him.
I am telling you the truth. I don't know anything other than what I've told you.
Jilla, I will ask you again. Does your father communicate with his old friends from the Shah's regime? Is he still a communist?
He has not been political since the revolution, Capitan. He is loyal to the Ayatollah.
Is he a good Muslim?
I have always thought he was a good Muslim, Capitan.
Enough. Guards, take her to be punished. 20 lashes.
But I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Take her away.
I received my 20 lashes, the same as everyone else who went to the party. But when I left, the Capitan told me something he didn't tell the others.
If you are taken again, you will not get off so lightly.
I didn't like the sound of that. Neither did my parents when I told them.
What do you think he means?
He is punishing her because she is my daughter. Her brothers are grown and moved out of my house, so he can't torment them.
But he can torment me?
What can we do?
She will need to not attract attention.
I went to a birthday party, Baba. It's not like I was dancing in the streets.
Watch your tongue, Jilla.
I'm sorry, Baba. I'm scared, and I don't know what to do.
I have an idea, but I don't think either of you will like it. I'm not sure I like it.
Tell us.
She could go to live with her brother in Sweden.
I'm glad you don't like that idea, Papa, because I really don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I'm not sending her away for my sake. It is for her own protection.
But I didn't do anything.
They don't care. You still got 20 lashes on your back. Would you like them to do that again? Would you like them to give you 40 lashes?
No, Papa.
I would not like that.
Then we do it because we have to save my girl.
Not long after that, I found myself in Sweden, a country I didn't know, a climate I didn't like, and a language I couldn't speak. But I was safe from the revolutionaries that would try to hurt me.
My story is a bit different. I'm a little older than my wife.
Thank you for saying that, Mahmoud.
When I finished my schooling, like all the other boys, I was supposed to do my time in the army.
What many people won't remember is that Iran and Iraq were at war at that time.
I don't know what to do, Ramin. I don't want to go fight the Iraqis and probably die.
Of course you don't. None of us do.
Would you be ashamed of me if I said I didn't want to fight for the revolutionaries?
Would you have wanted to fight for the Shah?
Probably not. I don't want to fight anyone, but it was a different country then, Ramin. I think we were all different people.
The schools were still open, and we didn't have to stand in line to get food.
Don't turn me in for saying it, but...
Then don't say it, Mahmoud. Don't say anything that I will have to lie about later.
I think you agree with me, though.
Maybe I do, but that doesn't mean we should say the things we believe out loud.
Does that make sense to you, Ramin?
Make sense? What makes sense anymore?
Oh, not again.
Get to the bomb shelter. Let's go.
That was the reality we lived in. Too few necessities and too many bombs being aimed at us.
But you knew what you wanted.
Yes, I wanted what so many of us wanted, to get out of the country. Most of us wanted to go to America, even though Iranians were not popular there.
These were the days of the Iranian hostage crisis, when American citizens were being held captive in the embassy in Tehran.
Yes, but we knew we were better off in America, where many people hated us, than in the battlefields against Saddam Hussein's army.
So you knew what you needed to do?
I applied for as many university spots outside Iran as I could. It was the only way I could get out of the country and, more importantly, avoid being forced to join the army.
It's worth mentioning that there were no flights out of Tehran.
True! The airports had all been bombed, not that it mattered. Until I had my student visa, I wasn't going anywhere.
Then, in the summer of 1980, things changed.
Ramin! I got it!
Is it your conscription notice?
No, much better, my friend. It is a letter from the University of Vienna in Austria. They have accepted me as a student. Now I can get my student visa. I won't have to fight in the war. What's the matter? Aren't you happy for me?
I'm very happy for you.
What's the matter?
I got a letter today, too. I won't be going to Venice.
Vienna.
Wherever. I've been requested to report to my service post in 7 days. As of next week, I'm in the army.
Tell them how you got to Vienna.
I took a bus. It was that exciting. I took a bus to Turkey, and from there I was able to get a flight to Vienna. I spent 2 years at the university there before getting my student visa to travel to California in the USA, where I experienced utter culture shock.
In a moment, we'll tell you more of the true story of Mahmoud and Jilla. But first, a word from Pacific Garden Mission President Phil Kwiatkowski.
Thanks, Timothy. Women come to us feeling scared and alone. The first thing we do is welcome them warmly and make them feel safe. Next, we provide them with meals, showers, and a safe place to sleep.
How does the mission help these women in the long term?
We care for the hearts and souls of these women, as well as their physical needs. Counselors walk with them through their spiritual needs, and we introduce them to the possibility of new life through Jesus.
Well, thank you, Phil. And thank you, listeners, for supporting our Mothers and Children's Ministry. To find out how you can help, contact us at Pacific Garden Mission, 1458 South Canal Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60607. Or give us a call at 312-492-9410.
In 1982, I arrived in California.
I traveled from Tehran to Sweden, to the home of my brother and his wife. The whole time I was trying to get a student visa so I could travel to the United States. Going to a school was something that I would never be able to do in Iran.
Tell what happened when you went to Stockholm and the ambassador.
Yes, several times I took the train to Stockholm to see the ambassador at the embassy, trying to get my visa. These visits came to nothing, but I could not give up. Then after being denied each time, I went back. Only this time, I had feeling that the answer would be different. I was partially correct.
I can't give you a visa to enter the United States.
I'm going to buy my ticket because I believe that you are going to give me the visa.
That's not what I said. I said I'm not going to give you the visa.
I know, but I think you will give me the visa.
I did not say that. All right, look. Give me 21 days to talk to some people.
All I am asking is that you give me a chance. There's no way I can earn your trust. What I am telling you is that I'm going to go buy my ticket.
No, don't do that.
I can't say what it was that gave me the confidence to speak to him this way.
Strangely, I don't find it so out of your character.
But I was still so young, not even 20 yet.
I think our determination to reach the United States drove us to be bold. Perhaps it was God giving us strength we didn't normally have.
It may have been. Still, it didn't prepare me for a phone call I took 2 weeks later.
Go buy your ticket, Jilla. I have your student visa.
You have it! I am so happy! I will come tomorrow to pick it up.
No, don't spend that money for the train ticket here. You'll need it to travel. I will mail you the visa. You just get the ticket, if you haven't already.
I couldn't believe my fortune. I was going to America. It seemed like things were all lining up for me. I was accepted into school in California, where I lived with my cousin Kimya. But as fortunate as I was not happy.
This I understand.
I was so far from my family. I had very few friends, and I didn't understand American culture. This was so different from everything I was used to.
I had a difficult time learning the language and the culture too. This was a very bad time for me.
I know it was difficult for you, Mahmoud.
I won't try to make it sound good. I lived a sinful life. I wouldn't have said it then because I had no real concept of sin, but I partied a lot for a number of years. I didn't even consider Islam's prohibition on alcohol or drugs, mostly because I was raised in a secular family. My dad and brothers used to make alcohol themselves.
I gave no thought to sin either, but a very interesting thing happened to me after I'd been in America for some time that made me think.
The movie?
Yes! I went to see a movie called The Last Temptation of Christ. You see, in Islam, we know of Jesus and believe he is a great teacher.
He is treated with respect, even though a Muslim would not say he was the son of God.
But seeing that movie really made me think.
Slow down, Jilla. You can't run all the way home.
Were you not shocked by the way they portrayed Jesus? It was so disrespectful.
It was just a movie.
I know, Kimya, but how could they do this to him? Jesus was a great prophet, a great man. They showed him to be weak and sinful and effeminate. I thought America was a Christian nation.
Jilla, look down the street. Tell me, what do you see?
Nightclubs, bars, shops. Why do you ask me this?
What do you not see?
I don't know.
Do you see any churches?
No, not on this street. But there are many churches in California.
Yes, many of them. Baptists, Lutherans, Unitarians, Latter-day Saints, Scientologists, Seventh-day Adventists, Christian Scientists.
So many.
And none of them agree with another. Which one is the right one?
I suppose I should say the local mosque.
You will find far less disagreement in the mosques than in the so-called Christian churches in this city.
I've never been very religious.
Then why do you care about this movie and how they make this prophet look?
It's disrespectful. It does not give him the honor he deserves.
Maybe you are religious, cousin.
I've never thought so. I just really dislike this movie.
I didn't like it either. And the music? Yuck.
Let's find a burger. I'm hungry.
Oh no, now you sound like an American.
I wasn't going to very many movies. In fact, I was not making much money at all. I had to drop out of college and work a series of jobs.
Sir, the coats are ready for a label verification.
Thanks, I'll be right there.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Parva. What did you ask me?
I asked you what time you were done working. You said we could get dinner tonight.
Maybe we can make dinner together. It sure would be cheaper.
Again? You're too good to be working in a garment factory, Mahmoud.
Then why won't anybody else give me a job?
I don't know. Maybe when you get your college degree.
I can't get my degree until I pay for school. I can't pay for school as long as I'm working at my current wage. I'm not getting anywhere, Parva.
You always have time to party with your friends. You spend more time with them than me, and I'm your fiancé.
Maybe I should change my name. I've been thinking about calling myself Mike.
That will solve all your problems.
What should I do?
I don't have all the answers either, but I can't believe that changing your name from Mahmoud to Mike is going to solve your problems.
Couldn't make them worse.
Thanks for inviting me to your apartment, Mahmoud. It is an honor.
Thank you for contacting me, Saman. And I think you're being generous.
It is your home, and I am happy to visit the home of a friend. There are more empty beer cans than I expected to find in a child of Iran's home.
You know I have never been a devout Muslim.
I have not been to a mosque in years either, my friend. In fact, I have changed sides entirely.
Have you become a Jew?
I'm a Christian, Mahmoud. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. He is the king of my heart now. I have hoped for a long time that I would have a chance to tell you about him.
I know that he was a great prophet. He is revered in the Muslim culture.
Yes, they say he was a prophet. Do you want to know what he said about himself?
Go ahead.
Well,
what is that you have? Is that a little Bible?
I carry it with me wherever I go.
I can't imagine doing that with a Quran.
Here, look. This is a book written by a disciple of Jesus named John. He wrote out a lot of things Jesus said. Look at chapter 14, verse 6.
Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. The Father? Is that God?
Yes, Mahmoud. He says right out that the only way to the Father, to paradise, if you will, is through him.
And he's saying he is God's son?
Yes, and in the Jewish culture, that is like saying you are the same. Jesus is saying that he is God. He is equal to God the Father. He is not saying he is a good prophet or even a great prophet. He is telling us that he is God.
I'd never given the thought that Jesus was actually God any thought. And yet, that's who he said he was.
Saman continued to come and tell you about Jesus, didn't he?
Oh, yes. Often. He showed me love when nobody else did. He helped me through a very difficult time.
Mahmoud, are you in there?
Come in, Parva.
Come in? Shouldn't you be going out? I stopped by the factory. I thought you were supposed to work today.
I was.
Have you been drinking? Is that why you're not at work?
No. I'm drinking because I was fired.
Fired? Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because my name is not Mike.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. You can't even hold a job in a factory.
Nope.
And you expect me to marry you? No, I won't. No, just no.
I can see you've made up your mind.
Goodbye, Mahmoud. I wish you the best of luck.
What?
I don't even have an engagement ring to throw back at you.
I'm truly sorry, Mahmoud.
Is this because I don't pray enough?
I don't know, Mahmoud. If you're wondering if God is trying to get your attention, maybe he is.
Maybe I should learn some prayers, Simon. But, you say Jesus is different from Allah. I don't know any Christian prayers.
It's not like saying prayers in the mosque, my friend. It's more like talking, the way you and I are talking now.
If I have a question, will he answer me?
Does Allah answer you when you pray?
I haven't said a prayer to Allah in a long time, and when I did, he was praying in Arabic. If he answered me in Arabic, I would not have understood.
You don't need to pray to Jesus in Arabic. You can pray in any language you like.
I don't need to learn Hebrew prayers?
Of course not. You can pray in Farsi or English. If you remember any German from your time in Vienna, you can try that.
Are you making fun of me, Soman?
I promise I am not, my friend. The Lord Jesus will hear you no matter what language you pray in. He will hear you if you don't pray out loud. The Bible says he will hear and understand you if you speak in groans and mumbling.
This is amazing.
Let me teach you something about praying to Jesus.
Okay.
Right now, you do not claim to be a Christian, but that doesn't mean God will not hear you. Just tell God that you want to know the truth. If Jesus is real, you want to know him.
How do I say that to him?
Use the words I just said. Or make up your own words that are easier. Your prayers are private thoughts between you and God. You can speak to him in simple ways. If you ask him a question, I believe he will answer you. Sometimes in the Bible, sometimes by something someone says, and sometimes by something that happens. If you are sincerely seeking him, you will find him.
This sounded good to me. I could speak to God in my own language. I would know exactly what I was saying to him. I liked that idea very much.
In our own ways, we were taking baby steps towards God.
But we still didn't truly reach out to Jesus yet. In my case, I was still wallowing in my misery. I was struggling to find work, to go back to college, to find a career that would make me self-sufficient. I wanted all the things that other people had. A wife, a family, and a home of our own that I could be proud of. I didn't think Jesus Christ was going to give me all these things. And the other part was, I still liked partying. I liked drinking and indulging in that behavior.
partying was less important to me. I was in a school and living with my cousin. Life was okay. I wasn't happy. I wasn't satisfied, and I surely wasn't thinking too much about spiritual things yet.
You didn't like partying that much, but you still went to some parties.
I did, and I didn't know at the time, but I was about to go to a party that would change my life forever.
Mahmoud and Jilla still had a road to travel and lessons to be learned, which you can hear next time in Part 2. Listening friend, where are you on your spiritual path? Is Jesus someone that you know, or someone that you want to learn more about? His amazing grace is for you too. If you need help with this crucial decision, we encourage you to call 1-888-NEED-HIM or visit chataboutjesus.com. Pacific Garden Mission desires to meet the holistic needs of each individual. If you're homeless and need help getting back on your feet, you're welcome to come to Pacific Garden Mission, 1458 South Canal Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60607. Or give us a call at 312-492-9410. For Unshackled-related items, our email address is unshackled@pgm.org. Visit our website to learn more about this ministry, unshackled.org. Friend, in order to continue the work of spreading the gospel and allowing us to offer this program for free, won't you consider making a donation to Unshackled? It's really quite easy. All you need to do is visit our website at unshackled.org and then click on the donate button. Or you can always write a check to Unshackled and mail it to 1458 South Canal Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60607. Did you know Unshackled is now offering new programming? That's right. We wanted to create even more quality Christian content for you, our listener. So we're now producing an exciting new children's show called The Clue Crew. This is a family-friendly adventure series where there's always a biblical lesson to be learned and a mystery to be solved. We're also bringing to life powerful gospel truths in a new series called History's Greatest Sermons. This program will feature the very words of Billy Sunday, Charles Spurgeon, Dwight L. Moody, and many more, all dramatized and delivered by our very own Unshackled actors. And then there's our daily devotionals. In these 3-minute episodes, we hear a true story of transformation with supporting scripture and an application point to help us dive deeper in our biblical understanding. If you'd like to hear any of these new programs in your area, we encourage you to reach out to your station manager and ask them if they can bring you The Clue Crew, History's Greatest Sermons, and Unshackled's Daily Devotionals. And finally, if you're interested in sharing your story with us, we'd love to hear from you. Just visit our main webpage, unshackled.org, and click the button, Submit Your Story. We collect testimonies from all over the world for the sake of sharing true examples of God's transforming power. And we'd be happy to consider yours for a possible production. This is program number 3889. Heard in part 1 of the true story of Mahmoud and Jilla were Kurt Nabig, Isabel Quintero, Dave Kappas, Amanda Markeski, Lawrence Halliburton, and Oksana Fedonishin. Original music Don Badorf. Sound effects Duncan Burkett. Audio engineer David Pierczynski. Script Darby Kern. Unshackled is produced by Pacific Garden Mission to show through true stories that if your life is empty, it can be filled to overflowing. Please write today or reach out to us on social media. Connecting with you means a great deal to us. You can find us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube at Unshackled PGM. So, until next time, unless our Lord returns before then, I'm Timothy Gregory reminding you that the doors to Pacific Garden Mission are open night and day. Thanks for listening, and may God bless you.